Good morning, everyone, for the 300th time. And if you are watching this, I'm sure you have watched every single of those 300 goddamn videos. And, where to begin? I know with my 100s and 200 episodes, it's basically like progress reports. Like, I'm 100 episodes into this massive giant project that I should have never started 200, 300 episodes in. So now we're kind of at that final teether before we hit the end. We hit Oblivion, we hit the 365 episode, and I guess I'll just kind of give an update on what this project has been like and where I'm going from there. So, a couple months before I started Good Morning Soul, I basically kind of took a YouTube hiatus. The videos were slowing down. I wasn't feeling fulfilled creatively. I had a lot of things going on in the real life, and so I decided to make something, and a couple things. You decide to make some, and some things get pushed aside. I have soul music. I have, a fucking wrestling channel that I don't update, and eventually you just don't do anything that you want to do, and your equipment breaks, and you're in limbo for you don't know how long. So when I got my new equipment, right away I just wanted to be slinging videos out, and I wanted to do a project that I could involve like myself in, and I could check mark a lot of the little things I've always wanted to do, like make videos about short films and stuff like that. So that's what Good Morning Soul did, and it allowed me to fulfill a lot of itches while at the same time mimic a lot of the videos I was enjoying at the time. And so we started this big grand endeavor, and since I had a lot of time off work at that point in time, I was able to just make dozens and dozens and dozens of videos. Now you could make dozens and dozens and dozens of video before this project starts, like I did, and you still have so much fucking work to do. I'm still, even in October, when I started this project in like January, I'm still putting in work. I'm still uploading these videos. I'm still doing a couple renders. I'm still doing the work. So that will give you an idea of, like, this was not as easy as I thought it would be. I thought I'd be able to complete this project like in a couple months and be done. And in fairness, with the amount of free time I had at the time, I could have, if I had only just like another couple of weeks with that much free time, I probably could have done months worth of work if I still had that. Unfortunately though, full-time job and life and everything makes this project a lot harder to do. But this was a great thing to do in the background while I tried to do something else. And for a while there, I was mainly doing this, but now that we're finally coming up towards the end of this stupid-ass long series, which I'm not calling it stupid, I love the fact that I did this. I think this is one of the biggest projects I've ever done, but I'll get into that. Now that we are getting on the back end, I'm kind of ready to launch forward. And I am keeping this all under wraps, but since not a whole lot of people watch these anyway, I don't think it'll be hurt to give a couple spoilers. But I want to launch something completely new. If you're watching this, you might be aware that I have a main channel that has been abandoned for a while, and there are a couple big decisions I still need to make on terms of branding. But for what I want to do is, when I relaunch, I'm going to relaunch big. I'm going to make so many awesome videos. I've already made a lot of these videos, and a lot of these videos I have got the ideas in my brain. It's just a work of getting them ready. And when I come back, I'm going to really come back and try to do this as a real YouTuber. Like, I'm going to put all my effort and energy into that, and it's going to be something special, and it's going to be different than anything I've ever done before, and at the same time it's going to fulfill me creatively, which is why I do this in the first place. And this Good Morning Soul thing, it was a fun ride, and you might be asking, oh, but I like Good Morning Soul. I don't know how many of you are out there, but if you're out there, and you are thinking, man, when this series is done come 2019 March 21st, I'm gonna be bummed out that there isn't a fucking new video in my inbox every goddamn day. And to that I would say, there is always a possibility of a season 2. I'm keeping this channel. I changed my entire, this used to be my second channel, and I kind of just changed the branding to Good Morning Soul. And a lot of like little videos, like just miscellaneous reviews and stuff like that have been coming onto this channel. Stuff like new to manga, the Disney discography, that stuff's coming over here now because it's basically the same thing, it's just under a different branding. So I want to keep doing those videos, and I'm going to keep making those videos on the side, or at least recording them, and then when I get around to making them. So I don't want to say there is a season 2 coming to this thing. If I do a season 2 or a continuation, it will be probably after I have most of, if not all, the videos already done. So in my back time, when I'm not a full-time YouTuber, full-time normal job worker, I didn't know a word for that, on top of real life, I will be making Good Morning Soul videos just whenever I feel like it, I guess. Whenever I just have an itch to talk into a microphone for 5 to 15 minutes. And that's gonna be it. And I don't know if that means in a year down the line or in 2 years. Maybe the videos will come out weekly or monthly, and maybe they'll come out daily. I don't know. We're gonna see where we're at in that point in the future. But right now, my focus is on doing what I could have been doing for a very long time, and I'm going to do that, but I'm going to be as ready as possible. And this Good Morning Soul thing, I have a cool plan for the finale, and I have a couple, you know, more gems in here alongside the series. I still, in the review commentaries and the short film reviews, these are basically the last like extra videos I had. I was trying to like sprinkle them around, and now it's just kind of, we're finishing up these super long series, and we have a couple other videos. There's a couple videos I've already made that are probably gonna get cut because I have more, like at this point you're watching, there's 65 more videos to come. I already have more than that, so I'm gonna have to cut some of them and probably leave them for whenever we do relaunch this thing, but that could be a year or two down the road, so hopefully nothing bad happens to those files in the meantime. So that's basically where we are at with Good Morning Soul. 300 episodes though. I just want to reflect on that. I've reviewed countless short films. You guys haven't seen them all, but I've filmed and edited my 100 review commentaries. That is crazy. On top of that, we've done a lot of other reviews. We've done stuff like new to manga, new to comics, Disney discography. I've done my main, you know, just thought idea videos. Those were all over the place. When we started, I had a lot of like story time videos, stuff like that. Songs I love, I thought was probably one of, if not the best content on this channel, because it allowed me to attempt to voice opinions that I've built up. Like, I've listened, some of those songs I've listened to hundreds of times, and every time I listen to it, it's like I build like on this tiny review in my head of that song. I was finally able to reject those. So I was able to do a lot of cool things on this channel, and I fucking love that I was able to. On terms of like what I've done creatively with my life, it's kind of like before YouTube I wrote 4 books, and then I'll break it down even further. My first big creative thing was I made a design for a video game, and by design for a video game, I really just had a bunch of pieces of paper about how cool this fucking video game would be. But I, as a kid, I had hundreds of pages. It was fucking dope. That was my big first creative achievement, even though, you know, it didn't do anything. It was just my thing that I made. And then I made really cool fan fictions for books I liked, and then I wrote down, I think this one fan fiction that I wrote was probably my next big thing. I still suck. I'm fucking 10 or whatever. My content is terrible. But then I started to write my own books, and from like the time I was like 15 to 18, 14 to 18, first I wrote this giant book that was like 1,000 pages long that was meant to be 2,000 pages, so I got like halfway through this epic odyssey of a book that I swear I'll return to one day. That was my next big achievement. And then after that I wrote 4 books. One was a trilogy, one was a standalone book. Each of these 4 books was kind of like another big achievement in my life. If anything, it was like the trio, big achievement in my life, the second book, which was its own thing, and then after that I started to do YouTube, and then I did the 100 reviews. That took up like 2 years, maybe a little bit less, but that was the next big thing I had done. And following that, I did Good Morning Soul, where I made 365 videos, and they came out daily, and I think there was maybe one that was scheduled on the wrong day, so technically it didn't come out. But we still made 365 videos that came out as best they could for what we were doing. And I think some of those videos are really good. Some of those videos were able to let me tell things about myself that I'm not going to be able to express anyway. So I'm 21 and I've already done like 4 major cool art things with my life, and I'm hopefully going to be able to continue to do that for the rest of my life, and I'm hopefully going to be still talking into this camera to tell you about it. And we'll see if we're ever able to do a Good Morning Soul Season 2. Again, it's not like I have the desire for that right now. Right now I'm just trying to get this shit done. But if I do, because there's so many short films I still want to do reviews for. There's still so many songs I want to talk about. There's infinite content and infinite stories and infinite ways of covering media, and Good Morning Soul is my perfect bite-sized content for that, so I'm sure I'm going to make more. It's just a matter of, do I want to keep this branding? Do I want to mix it up a little bit, raise the quality, lower the quality if that's possible? Whatever I can do. If I ever get an editor, stuff like that will be even easier, but for right now I'm gonna focus on my next big thing. But I hope you guys enjoy the final 2 months and some change worth of Good Morning Soul, and I'll see you for the finale. And until then, thank you for watching, guys. You are the fucking best, and with that I leave you.